Hello, today's video is about 11th house. 11th house is for friends, colleagues, friends, elder brother, elder sister, all these things. Okay. But do you know that 11th house is 6 to 6? 11th house is the highest form of desire, like 3rd, 7th, and 11th. These three are for fulfilling our desires. So, third is our skill, seventh is our marriage, and 11th is our desire about friend circle, desire about promotion, desire about income. So nobody wants their income to go low, low, low. Everybody wants to grow their income and achievements and awards and everything to increase manifold. So 11th house is highest form of desire. 11th house is highest form of desire which we have. So 11th house is 6 to 6. 6th house is disease and enemies dispute. And 11th is 6 to 6. 12 is expenses. And 11th is 12 to 12 also. So there is something very difficult. 11th house, according to some astrologers, 11th house is the most difficult one. According to some other astrologers, Marak house, 2nd and 7th, these two are Marak houses. So these two are most difficult one. Why 2nd and 7th is Marak? Because you hold it, your marriage holds you back. Like most of the girls in India, they will say that, not only in India, in other countries also, that I was working before marriage, after marriage, in-laws are not allowing me to have job. Some of the women are complaining that I was having job, I was in a good post, and after having the child, there is no one to take care of the child. So what? So that's why we left job and all. So that's why marriage, 7th house or marriage is Maraka house. 2nd house is family. Why 2nd house is Maraka? Because your family also hold you back. You want to try so many things. There are people who want to try business, and no one in the family wants to. No one in the family allows them to do business. That go for government job and all those things. Business is very risky and all, so you can't go for business, and this kind of troubles are there. So 2nd house is another Marak house because it is restricting you. 2nd house is restricting, your family is restricting you from doing so many things. जो जैसे so many people are there, like मुझे एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स पे जाना है, तो योर पेरेंट्स विल नॉट अलाउ. एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स में अगर आपके पेरेंट्स भी इंटरेस्टेड है देन इट इज़ ओके, अदरवाइज एवरीबडी विल बी स्केयर्ड, क्योंकि एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स में नेचुरली एक्सीडेंट्स, इट इज़ प्रोन टू एक्सीडेंट. तो योर फैमिली विल restrict you that don't go for adventure sports, don't go for business, don't go for anything risky and all. It might be possible that if you go for adventure sports, you will be very successful, you will be more successful in business than job. So 2nd and 7th are Maraka, and 11th house is 6 to 6. So most difficult kind of diseases which does not leave us is our 11th house. Now, how it is related to friends, we know, all of us know that 11th house is for colleagues and friends. So be very careful about selection of friends and colleagues. Easiest is you have a close family. If you don't get married, don't go for relationship. If your 7th lord is exalted, 7th lord is Swakhetri and all those things, then it is better you go for relationship or marriage. But if it is not, it is better not to get married or not to go for relationship. Now, for friendship, Be very careful always, because by friendship you are activating 11th house, which is 6 to 6 house, and 12 to 12 house. So somehow 11th house indirectly is connected to loss, dispute, disease, expenses, hospital bills, and all these things. So it is very strange that 11th house is directly only friends and colleagues and income and achievements and all. Have you seen someone who has achieved a lot but have so many kind of disputes and court cases and diseases and all those things? So I have three very prominent clients who has one of them who comes to me for healing regularly, and she is very successful in her career, but she is always have uh, complications in her health. So another, but this case I don't want to discuss in details because there is nothing much to discuss. But another case I want to discuss, which came just recently. Someone came to me with a very strange story that her very close friend, you can say her best friend, was living in with someone married for 10 years. And for those 10 years, that girl, she went through miscarriages, abortions, that because that man was married to someone else. And for 10 years, that man was living with this lady, and he was not allowing this lady to have child. He was not allowing this lady to have career also. She was working lady, उनका जॉब भी छुड़ा दिए, abortion भी करा दिए. And after 10 years spoiling life of this girl, that man went back to her, went back to his wife and son and daughters and all, family, own family. So what happened to this girl? She committed suicide. Very strangely, this lady who came to me for consultation, she was having 11th Lord and 12th Lord in Aslesha. And Aslesha is something very whimsical. 11th and 12th Lord both in Aslesha she is having, and she is Gemini ascendant. So 11th Lord is Mars, which is debilitated in Cancer, and that too debilitated in Cancer means Pusha में भी नहीं है. The Aslesha is very dangerous nakshatra. I have seen many clients with prominent Aslesha nakshatra who are suffering a lot. This girl, this lady was suffering a lot after her friend committed suicide. She got sick, and she was very sick for very long time. 9 years back, her best friend committed suicide, and after that, that particular man, he was trying his best to convince everyone. He was a narcissist. He's 50 years old now, and till the age of 50, he is having several relationships. Sometimes he goes back to wife. Sometimes again he comes and have some other relationship with girls of different ages and all, and he lives in, and he is gunda kind of a person. Okay. Now what happens to this lady? 11th Lord Mars, which is debilitated in Cancer, and that too nakshatra is Aslesha. That lady, after death of suicide of that friend, best friend, she is always sick. उसके अपने फैमिली पर जो इम्पैक्ट हुआ उससे भी ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट उस पर हुआ. वो हमेशा सिक है, and actually very surprisingly her son is also always sick because she is having 5th Lord also in Aslesha. So she is sick, always sick. Her business is not working. Whatever she works very hard, but she is earning nothing. And all troubles are there because 11th house is your income also. When I told her that you have done some wrong best friendship, you had a best friend who did something wrong, and you have that impact on your, because it is debilitated on her second house, so it has impact on your income and it has impact on your health, income, because Aslesha is something which is ruining health of this lady, finance of this lady, and health of the child also, and finance of her whole family. So wherever your 11th lord is sitting, or whichever planet is sitting in 11th house, be very careful about that. And if you don't know astrology at all, listen to me carefully, that not only having relationship but having friendship also is very risky. If your friend is doing anything wrong, so you are going to suffer for that. Sometimes that lady was also saying, some people also say, "Okay, I don't have extramarital, I don't have relationship with a married man. My friend was having, my best friend was having, so why am I suffering?" So best friend is, your friends are 11th house and 11th lord is sitting somewhere. So it will impact karma of your friends, will impact you, that particular house, in that particular house where your 11th lord is sitting. If it is not sitting in a right way, if 11th lord is exalted in some place, or sitting with some exalted planet or Swakitri planet, then it is different. Otherwise, always be very careful. जैसे हम लोग, there are so many people who says कि that person is so good, he never left the friend. But according to me as an astrologer, you should leave a friend if the friend is doing wrong. जो गलत कर रहा है उस फ्रेंड को आप छोड़ दीजिए, क्योंकि आप जितना भी अच्छा करोगे, आपका 11th लॉर्ड अगर किसी भी हाउस में बैठा हुआ है, इफ योर फ्रेंड इज रॉन्ग, डूइंग रॉन्ग थिंग्स, दैट विल इम्पैक्ट योर दैट हाउस. बाय, हैव अ नाइस टाइम.